Hello, basketball people, we have news. Let's go to more news about the Golden State Warriors. I ask you to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as I am a Warriors fan. The Warriors are reportedly interested in signing two veteran players, with the goal of winning now. Al Horford, an elite center and NBA champion who is about to retire, and the other signing is one of the league's best shooters and scorers, Damian Lillard, who is free but injured and will only return in the playoffs next season. The Golden State Warriors offseason has certainly not gone according to plan. After outlining the need to make positional upgrades and acquire the right pieces to improve their roster strength, the Warriors have been entirely inactive. With their top priority targets falling into the hands of other teams one by one, the Dubs find themselves in a difficult position. In addition to this, the team is also likely to lose several key players to free agency, with Kevin Looney already headed to the New Orleans Pelicans. The likes of Gary Payton II and Jonathan Kuminga remain on the table, but there is a growing suspicion that they will be on the way out as well. With these pressing concerns, the team is in dire need of making adjustments to its roster. To aid this process, we present an increasingly likely strategy that the Warriors could embrace. With a particular emphasis on improving the team's integrity, we explore how the Dubs could create a depth lineup by making two key additions in free agency. Sign Al Horford on a veteran's minimum deal. The biggest priority for the Golden State Warriors this offseason has been signing a reliable big man. Having changed their outlook to the small ball approach, the Warriors committed to acquiring a center. While this attempt hasn't yielded much success thus far, the Dubs have reportedly shown a keen interest in signing former Boston Celtics center Al Horford in free agency. Horford's decision to become a free agent garnered a lot of attention from teams around the league, with even the Celtics hoping to re-sign him. At this stage, the Warriors and the Los Angeles Lakers appear to be the front-runners to sign the 39-year-old big man. Last season, Horford notched an average of 9.0 points and 6.2 rebounds on shooting splits of 42.3% from the field and 36.3% from three-point range while coming off the bench for the Celtics. The veteran big could be an ideal fit in Golden State's system. Horford's versatility as an offensive player allows him to contribute in multiple situations. From his post play to his three-point shooting, the 5X All-Star has all the right tools to be a core rotation player on the Warriors. Signing Horford to a veteran's minimum deal would be in the Warriors' interest, especially considering his age. Horford's experience, championship pedigree, and overall smarts make him an invaluable asset. By placing him in a lineup with the Warriors starters, the veteran would undoubtedly have a big impact on the team's output. Sign Damian Lillard with the mid-level exception. Another interesting move the Warriors could make in the offseason is to sign Damian Lillard in free agency. While this decision could raise some eyebrows in the immediate context, there is some merit to this move. Lillard recently entered the free agent market after being waived and stretched by the Milwaukee Bucks. With the Bucks absorbing the $112.5 million owed to him, Lillard is expected to earn approximately $22 million a season for the next 5 years. This creates an intriguing situation for the 9X All-Star. As things stand, several teams are hesitant to take a chance on Lillard. This is primarily because the guard will be sidelined for most of the 2025-26 season as he recovers from an Achilles injury. With no guarantee of availability, teams wouldn't see any benefit from acquiring him immediately. But, as Lillard claims, he is the jackpot. Last season, the guard recorded an average of 24.9 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 7.1 assists per game. While being extremely productive, the 34-year-old remains a deadly shooter from beyond the arc, having shot 37.6% from three-point range. The notion of signing Lillard to a short-term deal with the MLE would be of interest to Golden State. With the guard still earning a substantial amount of money over the next 5 seasons, Lillard could also be inclined to take a temporary pay cut to play on a title-contending roster. The backcourt pairing of Stephen Curry and Damian Lillard could herald a new era, the Splash Brothers 2.0. But this would only come to fruition after Lillard completes his recovery journey. The Warriors' potential death lineup would be old. The Golden State Warriors core already features a proven rotation of Curry, Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler. Considering that their postseason campaign was only derailed because of an injury sustained by Curry, it is fair to say that the Warriors have another run in them. The signings of Lillard and Horford would do wonders in boosting the team's overall depth, and the death lineup would undoubtedly be a formidable one. But it is also safe to say that it would be an aging lineup by the time it becomes a reality. With Lillard effectively sidelined for next season, the Warriors' potential death lineup would only come into effect in the 2026-27 season. By this time, Curry would be 38, Green would be 36, Butler would be 36, Lillard would be 35, and Horford would be 40. A team this old may have a lot of experience and grit, but it would be a challenge to keep up with some of the younger teams in the league. Given the need to win right away, the Warriors may explore other options to improve their roster depth instead. Jonathan Kuminga trade, Warriors forward garnering trade interest from 6 teams. Josh Wilson, 8 hours ago. Jonathan Kuminga's somewhat tumultuous time with the Golden State Warriors appears to be nearing a likely conclusion. While there is a path for Kuminga to continue on with the Warriors in 2025 and potentially beyond, he is attracting significant trade interest from teams around the league according to Anthony Slater of The Athletic. Kuminga was given a qualifying offer by the Warriors to make him a restricted free agent. Golden State is in the proverbial driver's seat with his future for the time being, with the ability to match any external contract offers. Slater reported on Thursday night that the Sacramento Kings, Washington Wizards, Chicago Bulls, Milwaukee Bucks, and Miami Heat all have interest in the young player. Slater suggested the Kings' interest as more advanced, with the other 5 teams as varying levels of intrigued and engaging in a trade. Slater added the Kings offered a package that was disapproved by the Warriors: Devin Carter, Dario Saric, and 2 second-round picks. He also reported the Warriors prefer to add a promising young player and a first-round pick, which would be a strong package for Kuminga. Kuminga has undeniable talent and raw athleticism but has reportedly had friction with head coach Steve Kerr, who has not trusted him as a starter. Some critics think Kerr's coaching has held Kuminga back, with Kuminga asserting that he was benched by the head coach by a text at one point. Kerr bluntly stated during the playoffs that Kuminga was not getting minutes because he would not further the team's pursuit of winning. Reports came out that Kerr was particularly frustrated that Kuminga would not pass the ball to Stephen Curry, the team's biggest star. The young forward has major aspirations for himself, but knows he needs playing time to reach them. Damian Lillard sends strong message as Warriors eye him in free agency. The Golden State Warriors' reported interest in 9-time NBA All-Star point guard Damian Lillard was met with a strong message. If they call it a gamble at this stage, tell them this is the jackpot. #to be continued, Lillard posted on X on Thursday, July 3. The Milwaukee Bucks stunningly waived Lillard to sign center Miles Turner in free agency. The Warriors are among the 3 teams that would want to sign Lillard even if he is expected to miss next season while recovering from his Achilles injury, according to The Athletic. Not surprisingly, league sources say Lillard received calls from several contending teams quickly after the news of his Bucks ending broke. League sources say the Golden State Warriors, Boston Celtics, and Los Angeles Lakers are known to be among the many teams that would have interest in doing a deal sooner rather than later, per The Athletic report. The Warriors have a strong pull to Lillard. In 2023, the Bucks were not Lillard's preferred destination when the Portland Trail Blazers traded him. It was the Miami Heat, primarily because of Jimmy Butler, Lillard told Fox Sports in 2023. "We've always been in some form of contact with each other," Lillard said at the time. "And I said it, initially I was like, I want to go to Miami. He was a big part of that. It didn't happen. I'm here now. But our relationship will be the same. The same respect. It's just something that didn't happen. It was out of his control and mine. That could happen now with the Warriors, a team Lillard grew up watching as an Oakland native." underscore 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 underscore. Damian Lillard open to joining a new team now. Sam Amick of The Athletic reported shortly after the Bucks decided to waive Lillard and stretch the remaining $113 million on his contract that the 34-year-old point guard was elated as it afforded him freedom to choose where he plays next without financial constraints. Lillard can sign for the minimum and still earn the $113 million the Bucks owe him, albeit stretched in 5 years with equal $22.5 million payments. According to NBA insider Chris Haynes, Lillard is open to signing with a team this offseason while undergoing rehabilitation from his devastating injury, but it will only happen under the right terms and conditions. Those terms and conditions were not disclosed. But the Warriors have the track record of overseeing a successful return of a player from a devastating injury. Former Warriors star Klay Thompson averaged over 20 points in the 2 seasons that followed after his 2.5-year recovery from a torn ACL and Achilles. Lillard is a 9-time All-Star and 7-time All-NBA player. He would be the most accomplished backcourt mate Stephen Curry has ever had, but it's more likely the Warriors are interested in him to serve as his backup, as 2 small guards in their backcourt is a disaster waiting to happen in the postseason. Another thing that I'm hearing, of the many teams that reached out to Damian Lillard, the Warriors are one of those teams, ESPN's Mark J. Spears said on NBA Today, per Bleacher Report's Scott Polacek on July 1. This is a guy that grew up going to games at Oracle Arena, sneaking into the media room getting sodas. Grew up a Warriors fan. That's interesting. Hearing that the Warriors do have interest in Dame, I know that's very interesting to Bay Area people. Celtics expected to lose All-Star to Warriors in shocking move. The Celtics could lose another key player from their roster. One of the players that Celtics general manager Brad Stevens mentioned as a priority to keep this offseason was Al Horford. Both he and Luke Kornet were seen as guys they wanted to keep. After trading Kristaps Porzingis and Drew Holiday to get under the second apron, the thought was that they would have enough cap space to keep one or both of those players. Now, it looks like they might lose both. Kornet signed a deal with the San Antonio Spurs, and Horford looks like he could be on his way to Golden State. Horford has also been considering retirement, so there is no guarantee that he will sign with the Warriors before deciding to call it quits. He finally won a championship in 2024, so he has nothing left to prove. If Horford does sign elsewhere, that leaves the Celtics in a very bad spot when it comes to the center position. They only have Neemias Queta and Luka Garza signed at the moment. Most of the other good centers in free agency have already signed with other teams, so the Celtics might be stuck using one of them as their starter next season. Despite Horford's age, he has proven that he can still be a good defender and a solid rebounder. He's not able to play a massive amount of minutes anymore, but he's still a serviceable NBA player. Celtics fans have fond memories of Horford, so even if he does decide to leave, fans will understand. He helped them win a title, and that's all that they can really ask for. At this age, Horford would be more than justified to head off into the sunset. He has nothing left to prove after a long and very lucrative NBA career. This past season with the Celtics, Horford averaged 9 points, 6.2 rebounds, and 2.1 assists per game. He shot 42.3% from the field and 36.3% from 3.